African National Congress Councillor who passed away last week soon after the first sitting of the City of Joburg is being laid to rest. Nonhlanhla Mthembu collapsed during the proceedings and emergency personnel were called in to help. Hours later, the ANC confirmed that she had passed on. Fondly known as Black Diamond and Stompi, Mthembu served as Johannesburg's councillor in the 2011 to 2016 term of office. She was re-elected to serve for another 5 years. We now cross live to the funeral service where our reporter Aldrin Sampear is currently standing by. A very good morning to you, Aldrin. And can you tell us, how is the fallen councillor being remembered today?
Well, the buzzing word this morning here at the funeral service is dedication, looking at the dedication of Councillor Stompi, as she was known, or the Black Diamond, as she was also known by those close to her, and how dedicated she was to the party, even till death, till the end, as one of the posters reads here. That's what the emphasis has been around. Remember that during that Joburg City Council sitting, she was amongst the 270 councillors there, and unfortunately, she lost her life. Unfortunately, she died just before voting for the mayor was to commence. And right now, I'm joined by Councillor Jeff Makubo, who was also amongst the 270 councillors on that evening. It was indeed a sad evening for the ANC. It must have shocked the party to lose such a dedicated member.
It was indeed a shock and sadness that we lost one of our own that we've been with during the difficult times, the times of transition, and the times of democratizing local government and changing the lives of people in Johannesburg. And she lost her life in battle because she was struggling that day, but she said, I'm coming to execute my duties, not only on behalf of the party, but on behalf of democracy and on behalf of the revolution that we've been conducting as the ANC.
It also speaks volumes about her dedication to the party, considering that she wasn't feeling well that day, but she said, I will make sure that I make it. I'll be amongst the 270 councillors on that day, and I want to see Park Style being re-elected.
Yes, I mean, she was dedicated to the party, but more than that, she was dedicated to the ideals of the party. She was dedicated to our transformation agenda. She was dedicated to what we sought to achieve for the people of Johannesburg, the people of Gauteng, and the people of South Africa. So she stood up on that day and said, I've never been put down by anything, not apartheid, not the police, not brutality. This illness will not put me down to execute my revolutionary duties. And that was Nonhlanhla at her best. That was the Nonhlanhla we knew, that she would sacrifice self for the betterment of the community, for the betterment of society.
And Monday goes down in the history books. Not only did you lose a dedicated member, but you also lost the City of Joburg, the richest metro on the continent.
Yes, in Setswana they say, it was a dark cloud hovering over us on Monday that, parties came together. They ganged up in an unprincipled way to oust us from the position of governance. We accepted that. We gracefully accepted that. I went to the stage to congratulate Hemen Mashaba, I congratulated Vasco, I congratulated Kevin Wex on the election. And, we then lost a dedicated cadre who we call the rear guard in struggle. I mean, should defend the ANC and its ideals to the bitter end. So Monday was a very sad day for us. We came here to draw strength from her life. We came here to rededicate ourselves to the ideals. We don't think that it's over yet. We think that we'll continue working for the change in the lives of the people. We'll be a formidable opposition. We built this city to what it is, a democratic city. We built it from 95 to a uni city in 2000, and of course to what it is today. So we understand what is that we've built, where it was going to. So we'll defend the gains that we've made of the revolution. So we'll be there on the 13th, we'll be there in the council meetings. Myself, Comrade Parks, and the rest will be leading from the front.
But one needs to look at the ANC didn't make the 50% plus one to regain the council. The ANC might have won the elections, but not enough to be re-elected into that top position at the helm. What went wrong?
True. We accepted that we got 44.6, 45%. We did not galvanize our people enough in our strongholds to go and vote. The opposition did very well to take their voters out. I mean, if you look at the voting patterns in the suburbs and the voting patterns in what we call our strongholds, we had a very low voter turnout. That was one of the issues, and we think that our local message was drowned by national messages. We could not communicate properly our successes in the city, but we'll regroup and then go back to the people, listen. We're going on a listening campaign and say, look, what did we do wrong? What is it that we did wrong so that we can correct going forward? Because I think people genuinely still believe in our transformation agenda.
And speaking about national issues, those national issues will still remain there. Come 2019, those national issues will be there. Come the next municipal elections, national issues will still be there. What can the party then, on a regional basis, do differently to make sure that its message is not drowned by whatever is happening at a national level, whether it be at Lutulia House or whether it be in government?
Well, I say we've learned from these elections that we need to go to the granular form of communication. We need to communicate at a house level, at a street level, at a block level, at a voting district level. Because trying to communicate via the media, trying to communicate via posters is not enough. We need to be engaging on a door-to-door, not on a one-way basis, but on a communicating with our residents, with our supporters, with our detractors and all that. So I think we've learned we need to change strategy. Our message is still resolute, that people need to understand that where we're standing here in Naturena, this area was not there pre-1994. In fact, Naturena ended just where the school is. But this area has grown as a result of the intervention of the African National Congress. The emergence of the middle class, the emergence of the black middle class in particular, is as a result of our policies. We need to go and communicate that back. But we've learned from these elections that don't take anything for granted and assume that your electorate is listening to you.
Councillor Mthembu, just quickly before I let you go, we've seen the media reports, we've heard a call from the ANC Youth League for an early elective conference. Where does the region stand on that? Well,
we're having our office bearers on Tuesday, and we'll be calling the REC, then we'll formulate our position.
Okay then, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is Councillor Mthembu, who is amongst the ANC councillors who are part of the 270 who were trying to get Parkstyle re-elected. And of course, Councillor Nonhlanhla, also known as Stompi or the Black Diamond, was among them. And just an interesting that he just indicated now this whole topic around the ANC calling for, well, ANC structures calling for an early conference, an early elective conference, and saying that the REC members of the Joburg region will be meeting on Tuesday to decide what their stance is. And of course, when the NEC sits down in September, that is the ANC's NEC, that is one topic that many are expecting that will be raised, because Baleka Mbete, the chairperson of the ANC, also indicated that yesterday that at the NEC meeting in September, that call might come from the floor that there be an early elective conference. It's back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Aldrin. That's our reporter, Aldrin Sampear, who is at the funeral service of Nonhlanhla Mthembu in Johannesburg. We'll cross back there a little bit later this morning.